Sonic Racing Crossworlds may just be the best kart racer ever! The open network test recently concluded, and honestly, I'm in love! The gameplay of just 9 stages and 7 crossroads have proven to overtake any other kart racer I've played in the past. The gameplay and overall track design is super duper fun. So the way the game works is that on any given track, lap 1 will be the track you picked. Then, lap 2 will have you on a crossroad track. This is a single lap on either a specific map or another eligible course. Lap 3, you're back onto the track again, but it's changed in the time you were gone. You'll get to see new shortcuts and new environments on the map on this lap. Did I have to write a script where every other fucking line is a rhyme? Oh my god, did I just do it again? Now, this may sound familiar. In fact, super familiar to Mario Kart World, where the idea was most tracks would be you going from one track to another. The problem being, well, do you enjoy driving a straight fucking line? Yeah, no, Mario Kart World is unironically less fun than Desert Bus. At least Desert Bus has the joke factor. Now, when you get to play on 3 laps, yeah, Mario Kart World is pretty damn fun. It's Mario Kart after all. The idea with the intermission gimmick was to give a lot more variety to races. There's over 200 tracks in the game for crying out loud. Too fucking bad all of them feel the damn same. Sonic Racing Crossworlds keeps different laps feeling unique, while keeping them actually fun. And I feel the need to emphasize the fun aspect. Seriously, me and Ethan were having a blast just playing this game.
What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck you, Ethan! Fuck you!
How's it back there in 5th, I think?
You think I placed 5th?
Maybe. I thought I passed you. I thought I saw me pass you. Holy shit! How the fuck? How are you way up there? What the fuck? You're fucking kidding me.
No, don't fuck the child!
What?
It makes sense in context.
It does not
really.
make sense.
I
And
think
by
I beat
brutal
you,
combat,
Liz.
I mean I shot them in the face.
No, you didn't! I'm literally first fucking place!
God, I did not see you. What? Who were you playing? I thought you were Amy.
The rabbit!
What the fuck did she switch to Crane?
Because I wanted to.
You
That's why I
dick.
yelled, don't fuck the child!
Oh, that's why you...
Now, in the clips without facecam, you're able to see one of this game's biggest strengths, the gadget system. This allows for multiple ways to play. For example, this is my extreme gear build. It has quick recovery because, admittedly, the amount you get slowed down in extreme gear is extreme, but we'll talk about that later. But the other arms I have are perfect charge boost, which gives me a stronger boost when I release it right as it charges up. The other gives me 2 rings for each time I perform a trick, allowing me to easily keep my ring count up while taking sharp turns. The idea of this build is to get an early lead, which, as you'll find in this game, it's hard to get a genuine lead. But if you can, oh, there's nothing that can stop you. Now, my other build is the Venturemobile! I have a doubled ring limit, along with that, the same gadget that gives you rings when I trick. But I also have another one that makes tricks faster to pull off, meaning I can do more. And finally, I get a small boost whenever I collect rings. This is a full-on ring build. I don't need quick recovery because I'm a power character in a power car who takes basically no hit stun. Typically, this would come with the downside of lacking in speed, but with the focus on rings, I can negate this. And talking about those specific characters, I'm kind of in love with this roster. It's got a good mix of Sonic favorites, niche picks, and just some fucking funny characters. Seriously, I think I'm the only one fine with Zaz being in the roster. But it's fucking Zaz, that's hilarious! I'm also happy to see the Sonic Prime characters in the roster. Any game with Rusty Rose in it is peak not you. But seriously, I love my RoboGal and can't wait to play her when the game launches. Also, please don't look into how my favorite Sonic character is a robotic version of what would otherwise be my favorite Sonic character. I am super excited to see the Babylon Rogues return. In fact, I've actually found out when I'm not playing Amy, I'm likely playing Storm, mainly because he's a power character and pretty funny. Minecraft is a silly but exciting addition. Kinda wish we could have axed one of the Nickelodeon properties though, but seemingly the paid roster will be characters from all around. Meanwhile, the free character additions will be from Sega properties. I also want to take a quick segment of this video to ask you to subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to 3K with each day. It'd be amazing to hit this milestone before the end of the year. I've been streaming on YouTube and Twitch, but as seen by a recent poll, YouTube refuses to promote my streams. So please just join my Discord server if you're interested. That's really the only way I can guarantee you'll actually get any notifications on that stuff. All links will be in the description. Now, back to your regularly scheduled Sonic fan ramblings. Alright, let's talk about those crossover characters. As seen in the Joker event during the playtest, the free characters will not be voiced in any form. They will not grunt, they will not speak, they will be mute, and this is a major letdown. I was fine when it seemed that it would simply just be the rival dialogue, because, you know, that makes sense. Anyone buying the DLC isn't playing the single player. Heck, people playing the game a month after launch likely isn't playing the single player. I bring this up because Rivals is a single player only mechanic, so I would be perfectly fine if those interactions were simply cut should a DLC character be selected. I also don't mind chatter being unavailable to them. But simple grunts and sayings during the race? This fucking killed my hype for Joker. I played him for 3 games and stopped. It sucks so much life out of the game simply playing as him. Now, on the other hand, I can't criticize it if I don't explain why, which is likely because this is free content being added to the game. Sega does not need to add Joker or anyone else past launch. They could just release the game and say, yep, that's it. But they're not doing that. So things like voice acting tend to get the axe when there's not actual money involved. And that's how we know it's a problem of paying the voice actors, because Miku has a voice. If they wanted the characters to have voices, they already would have gotten in all of Joker's voice actors to do their lines. I can sort of be fine with this. I understand it'd be a net loss for them, even if frustrating, even if they're a multi-million-dollar company. But if fucking SpongeBob, Rusty Rose, and the other characters are genuinely paying for come out as mute, I will not be a happy customer, Sega. If $20 won't let me hear SpongeBob's voice come out of fucking SpongeBob, even if it's just pre-recorded clips, that will not be okay. I understand that voice acting can cost a lot, but this game costs a lot. Yeah, the price tag. Let's address that. $70 for a spin-off Sonic racing game? Yeah, well, Mario Kart is $80, and the past Mario Kart was just the Wii U's Mario Kart, but at the current standard price. In fact, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, you know, that game you got super hyped for, played for 4 minutes, and then dropped because it had no single-player content whatsoever. Yeah, that was also $70. You know, the shitty arena fighter that Bandai swore was actually a good competitive game. $70. Actually, $100 if you want to play the game 3 days early. In fact, you could pay $120 if you wanted it early and would also like to enjoy 3 Goku reskins, and if you're lucky, maybe even an extra Vegeta! Aren't they so generous? My point is, games have been scummy for years. There's no point in levying the same, but it's a spin-off racer! Shit, if you're not gonna complain about the price of Mario sports games. You can't say, well, it's Nintendo, they're not gonna drop the prices anyways. If you succumb to buying $70 games, every other company is gonna look at that and say, oh, so instead of $60, we should price it at $70. Okay, we seem rather negative right now, so let's just completely rip that band-aid off with the negativity. Earlier, I mentioned how much I needed quick recovery for items. Well, it's time to talk about why. Items in this game are rough. The biggest thing is tracking items. There's a lot. Items you just need another item to avoid are bullshit in any racer. I should be able to dodge stuff by dodging it, not happening across the one thing that can save my ass. Now, there is a very quick fix, making a lot of the more annoying items into gadget exclusives. That way you can freely run your build with the expectation that sometimes the enemy may play gadgets that will screw you over. Let's keep their power while removing what mainly makes them annoying, which is their frequency. Now, to save on time, let's just talk about one of those items that really grinds my gears. This is a slicer. It divides your car by a factor of fuck you. It slows you down so much for so long. For as fun as it is to say, half a car over and over again. Not half a car! No, half a car! No, not half a car! No, I don't want half a car! Half a car! This item spawns way too much. Quick recovery is a requirement if you're not in a power car. Okay, the stages, for the most part, really fun. But there are 2 on my shit list, Apotos and Metal Harbor. They share a very similar problem. There are barely any shortcuts. Metal Harbor more so. From start to end, there isn't a single way to go faster. And in Apotos, While there is a small shortcut at the start and the circle at the end, the shortcuts hardly help you at all. In fact, I'm not even sure if the first one is any faster. It also hurts that the first section is so narrow. It's fine in lap 1, but by lap 3, oh no, it's just annoying to pass through. But the other levels here are super fun. All of them have different routes, shortcuts, and ways to play. Even the Crossroads have many small but meaningful shortcuts and great ways to just pass through. Lap 3 is almost always great. And actually, let's talk about the music. I've seen a lot of people angry about the music, and I don't get it. The only thing I hear people say is, EDM bad news! Which doesn't mean the music is bad. If you don't like the genre, that just means it's not for you. It's like criticizing Plants vs. Zombies because it's not a great action RPG. You're hating something for what it's not as opposed to what it actually is. And besides, I can bring the same hate to other Sonic games. If I just say, oh, there's too much rock in here, that's true. But the first thing you'll say to me is, well, then you just don't have a great taste for rock. The music here is awesome in my opinion. So, you see where I'm coming from here. I like most of the music in this game. I actually prefer the Sand Road theme in Crossroads as opposed to TSR. And all the final lap themes really get me in the mood of time to lock the fuck in. Especially the final lap at Meadow Harbor. The fact that it's based on the skateboarding segment is so fucking cool! Still a bad map though, and the Kronos map has a beautiful renditions of the zone's themes. And then on lap 3 you'll hear I'm Here? Oh lord, how no other game thought to have unique third lap tracks before, I will never know. But it's such a great inclusion here. The cars also have a great amount of variety. Speed and boost are similar in that they go fast, but speed does this simply by going fast, while boost you must earn this with consistent and well-timed boosts. Power takes less head stun at the expense of speed. Meanwhile, acceleration is, well, what do you think? Trades high speed for consistent overall speed. And handling, I didn't get much time on this and only tried one build, but from what I found, it was the best of all worlds. Not too slow, not too much hit stun, but overall consistent. Overall though, this game's gonna be great. All of its flaws could easily be fixed, and everything it does do to stand out makes it feel like this game isn't just gonna be a pump and dump. This game is gonna be here to stay. The reason it's $70 isn't because they're overcharging you. It's because they want to bring you the best kart racing experience they can. Right now, it truly feels like Sega does what everyone else don't. I'd like to thank Napius, Leviathan, and Keikoff for supporting me on Patreon. If you want to join them, you can support me for as low as $1 a month, and you'll get access to nearly 5 hours of exclusive content over there.